Our preparations have gone fairly well. We had some time, one training session in Dar es Salaam. We've had now 2 training sessions here in Zanzibar. Of course, yesterday our training session was a little bit disturbed because it was quite strange that we had to train with Barani training right next to us with the field. And of course, that hampers your tactical preparation when both opposition teams can be watching each other train. That's not the most ideal preparation when you want to do anything tactical. But other than that, we're ready. There was a match in the first leg where our players will probably take the most lessons from the entire season. The entire season, meaning when you suffer a loss like we did, there are so many lessons to be learned. And with our young team, that is the best time for our players to grow. And we have taken the lessons, we have learned. Of course, we know the level of Barani, especially this season, winning Botola with more than 5 games to go. So of course you're dealing with a team that is probably Champions League level, and of course that is where we have to aspire to, especially next season, if all goes well, that we qualify for Champions League, inshallah. So a perfect moment for our team to grow, a perfect moment for our team to test itself, and a perfect moment for us to gather all the information that we got from the first leg and be fully prepared for this huge match for the entire club, for the entire Tanzania tomorrow.
Kapombe, how prepared is your team?
Kwa niaba ya wachezaji, sisi kama sisi tumejiandaa vizuri, na leo ni siku ya mwisho ya maandalizi yetu tunaenda kufanya kuelekea katika mchezo wa fainali, lakini naweza kusema kwamba kuwa hapa na tunafurahia kuwa hapa na tunafurahia kuwa katika hatua hii, na jambo kubwa tunafurahia mchezo huu wa raundi ya pili tunaenda kumalizia katika ardhi hii ya nyumbani. Na imani mchezo utakuwa ni mzuri na mchezo utakuwa mgumu, lakini sisi tumejiandaa kuweza kufanya vizuri na kuweza kupata matokeo mazuri.
Can you help our colleagues
I think if you listen to my press conference at the end of the match, I think it was clear. We were prepared for it. The first 20 minutes in Barani is normally very powerful, very strong, very dominant. In any team they play, Constantine got 4, Stellenbosch got 5. You know, we have to look at the context of our team. And the context of our team, we've got a very young team. We have one player that has played a final before, that is Fadlu Goma. Barani has played the final last season with more or less the same team. So a very experienced team that know how to play final. So as much as we were prepared, and that's why I talk about the lessons out of the match, you can prepare the team, you can speak to them about what's to come. When you come to an occasion like this, a final, and it's the first time for most of them, sometimes you rather need a hard hit over the head to be able to learn, and that is what we have done. You saw me getting a yellow card in the match, and the yellow card was more for my players than for anything else, because my players needed to realize what's at stake, realize that despite the occasion, despite the hostility from the crowd, despite the dominance from Barani, we are a good side and we can compete, and we showed that for the rest of the match. I think Kamara made one more fantastic save that should have been 3-0. But if you look at the expected goals, Barani had 1.18 expected goals in the match. That means they scored 2 goals, but realistically they could have scored the third, with Kamara making the point-blank save, 1-on-1 against Bihari. But other than that, we came back into the game, we've learned from it. In the second half we changed slightly tactically, and then on it was an even match. We've had half chances, they've had half chances, but At the end of the game, the players had the confidence to know that yes, we can compete. Yes, if we play to our full potential, we can beat Barani. So a lot of lessons, like I said in our first statement, from the match, and we're fully prepared now to face them here in Zanzibar.
We have the ready here.
Good morning, everyone. Coach, you seem to know Barani very well. You experienced working on the Botara as you were a member of the staff of Raja. Do you think it's going to help you tomorrow? And do you think it's going to make a difference for you? Difference as a coach, and maybe we can tell your players more about this team because you know it.
Yeah, of course. We knew Barani in the first leg. We were fully prepared in the first leg. But for the players to experience that first 20 minutes was probably what matters most, because you can prepare, you can be tactically prepared in terms of your game plan and how you want to approach. But sometimes the occasion, especially for young players, they experience it the first time. They have to experience it, they have to live through it, and they have to grow from such moments. And the second leg is going to be a different game. The second leg, we are here in Zanzibar. We know Benjamin Kappa, of course. We are disappointed that the game is not there. And I would do the same if I was supposed to play Simba in Benjamin Kappa. 1-0 FC Bravos, 2-1 Sfaxian, 2-0 Constantine, Al Ahly Tripoli with a bigger budget than Barani, 3-1. Then they moved our game with Stellenbosch and they won 1-0 here. Okay, Benjamin Kappa is a huge advantage for us, and it has a special feeling for the Tanzanians where no team comes out alive. It is Wydad, it is Al Ahly, whoever it is, and of course we don't use that as an excuse. We come here with full confidence, we come here with full pride that the people of Zanzibar will stand behind us, the people of Tanzania will fly over. I'm sure there will be a sea of red when their bus comes driving up to the stadium, and that is the type of home ground advantage we have to fight for, and the home ground advantage we've got to try to accumulate here from the people of Tanzania and the people of Zanzibar to come together to unite and to make this feel like a Simba home ground, although it's not Benjamin Kappa.
Okay, we'll have to talk to him.
Morning, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is James Shabash, representing Times Radio based in Tanzania. My question is, what tactical adjustments are you going to make to counter Barani's attacking transition, especially considering their strengths on their flanks? Thank you.
I think the tactical plan the coach saw yesterday in the training session, he just looked across and saw exactly what we're going to do. So for me to further elaborate on what I'm going to do, I rather not.
Okay, let me have. Yes, next one, please. Black hair.
Yes, coach. My name is Ramadan Gora from Azam TV, Tanzania. As you mentioned, Fabrice is one of the players that has played this final, and of course has got one gold medal of this tournament. And you, of course, ever played this final with Orlando Pirates. To what extent do you think this is going to be an added advantage towards tomorrow's match, because you know what it takes in these matches?
Look, we played teams, and I don't want to label certain teams, but we need a referee that is going to handle the match in a correct way in relation to time wasting. If the ball goes out and one of the Barani players suddenly gets stung by a bee or suddenly they fall down because of an immediate injury, let the stretcher come and take him off and let them play with 10 men. Because time wasting, we're here at a huge event for African football. So let us play our normal 60 minutes plus ball in play rather than 40 minutes of ball in play. So we need a referee that has to be strong in relation to time wasting. We need a referee that has to be strong in relation to fatal injuries, falling down for anything that disturbs this event. This is an event that for African football to show that we can produce. We've seen the Champions League 4-3, 5-4, really fantastic football being played. And yes, Barani wants to win and they have a 2-0 lead and they will play the game slightly slower, which is normal. It's your way to win, but not in an extravagant way that suddenly the goalkeeper makes a save and his left toe suddenly finds an injury. Let us be really clear in relation to how we handle these injuries. He's injured, take him off at the time and continue. Let football be the winner, because if we lose fairly, we okay, we learn, we grow, but let's make a spectacle for African football, because this is what we're here to do. We need a strong referee to be able to know that a player has gone injured, take him off the pitch, let them play with 10 men until he gets healed in relation to his injury, and then they can come back onto the field. And if there's excessive time wasting, if there's faking injuries, if there's in an extravagant way, we need a referee to be able to stamp it down, because I'm telling you, it could start from the first minute.
Naweza kusema kwamba imekuwa miaka mingi tumeshiriki hatua za robo fainali nyingi na tunaweza kupata matokeo ambayo yanakuwa ni comeback nyingi ambazo tumekuwa tukizifanya pale kwa Mkapa, lakini kuelekea katika mchezo huu tuko nyuma ya goli mbili naweza kusema, lakini hizi dakika 90 tunaweza kucheza ni dakika 90 mpya. Kikubwa sisi kama wachezaji na sisi kama wachezaji iko katika plastiki na plani ya mwalimu ambayo tumefanyia kazi katika wiki hii nzima kuhakikisha kwamba kile ambacho tunakihitaji tunaweza kukipata ndani ya dakika 45 mpaka dakika 90 ili kuweza kufanya kile ambacho tunachokihitaji sisi kama wachezaji. Najua wakati fainali inacheza sisi wengine tulikuwa hatuko na pengine tulikuwa wengine hatujazaliwa na wachezaji wengi walikuwa walizaliwa, lakini historia ipo na tunaisikia kila siku kwamba Simba iliwahi kucheza fainali ya mashindano haya na katika mchezo ule waliweza kupoteza wakiwa nyumbani. Hiyo historia ipo na kila siku tunaendelea kukumbushwa. Kwa hiyo sisi kama wachezaji na sasa hivi tuko katika hatua hii, kikubwa naweza kusema kwamba tuko hapa kucheza huu mchezo na tuko hapa kucheza kwa ajili ya hisia za Watanzania kwa ujumla na wanachama wote wa Simba, kuhakikisha kile ambacho wana Simba na Watanzania wote kiu yao, ili sisi tuweze kuwakikizi kiu yao na mahitaji yao katika mchezo huu. Naweza kusema kwamba sisi kama wachezaji na timu kwa ujumla na Watanzania kwa ujumla, hakuna asiyependa mchezo huu kuchezwa katika uwanja wa Benjamin Mkapa. Kila mtu alikuwa anapenda na ana wish kwamba mchezo huu ungechezwa katika uwanja ule, lakini maamuzi yametoka, kwa hiyo sisi hatuwezi kupingana nayo. Lakini naweza kusema kwamba tangu tumefika hapa, sisi tumeenjoy maandalizi hapa ambayo tumeyafanya, na naweza kusema kwamba tunaenda kuenjoy fainali kwa sababu tuko hapa na tunajua tuko hapa Zanzibar, tuna support kubwa ya Watanzania na wanachama wengi wa Simba. Kwa hiyo naweza kusema kwamba tuko hapa na tunafikiri kama tuko nyumbani, hakuna ni tofauti na Benjamin Mkapa. Kwa hiyo kilichokuwa kinafanyika Benjamin Mkapa tunakileta hapa, wala hiyo halina shaka yoyote.
Coach, despite the defeat of 2-0 at Barani, still you look very confident striving to find out tomorrow. What makes you believe?
There's been a lot of controversy in relation to the fixture, where it's being played and taking us away from our spiritual home. But Simba is a club that rises when facing adversity. Simba is a club when the fans get behind us, we become unstoppable. And although it's very sad for our fans not to be able to witness this final in Benjamin Mkapa, but I'm sure they'll be behind us. And you know, this confidence I have received from day one and since my arrival at this club 10 months ago. And this confidence, I know that the 12th man will be behind us, and that is the fans. This is the support that the players feel, that us as a technical team feel. Not being from Tanzania, we've embraced the country, and they have to dream. Our fans have to dream, and we have to believe. And let me tell you something, we faced it before, Al Masri, 2-0, everybody wrote us off. We came back with a difficult pitch and still managed to qualify. And this is no different. Yes, we're facing RS Berkane, that is a very strong team, but RS Berkane has not faced Simba at its full potential. And let me tell you something, tomorrow they will feel the wrath of Simba. Each and every player playing at their full potential, giving our all to be able to turn around the result. So I'm extremely confident in my team. I'm extremely confident in the support structure that is the fans behind us, and that is what gives me the confidence to